Hello, everyone. Welcome to This Day. It is Wednesday, December 16th. Now, we have one meeting to tell you about today. It is at 1:30 this afternoon, and it is the GRF Finance Committee meeting, and you can follow along at lagunawoodsvillage.com/meetings. Now, on our show today, we have Sterling Financial, and Dan will go over ideas of how you can retire correctly, or maybe you're already retired and he's got some additional thoughts on that for you. And then also we interview a nice gentleman from Meditation and Spirituality Club. He talks to us about the correct way to meditate, and who couldn't use a little meditation right now? All right, let's go ahead and go to our regular resources like we normally do for COVID-19. You go to covid19.ca.gov, and that is where you can find all the governor's plans. ochealthinfo.com is where you can get the direct numbers. There is a county hotline at 714-834-2000. And then you can always go to our website, which is lagunawoodsvillagealerts.com. And you can email us at info@lagunawoodsvillage.com. Now, our weather is looking very nice this week. We are looking at mostly sunny, partly cloudy throughout this week and into the weekend. Today, we're looking at 70-52 with sunshine. Thursday, 67-50, partly sunny. Friday, 69-47, mostly sunny. Saturday, 70-46, partly sunny. And then Sunday, 73-52. Now, our sunrise this morning was 6:49, and our sunset was 4:45. And I just love this photo that I came across. You know, I get the weather every day on AccuWeather, and this was there. It is by Matthew DeBow, and this is Bison, who stopped the one-car traffic in the national park. So I thought I would share that with you. Now, if you have something that you would like to share with us that is festive for the holiday season, either for Christmas, Hanukkah, or the New Year, or Kwanzaa, or any other holiday that you might celebrate during this time frame, please email it to lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. All right, when we return, we will have Dan Oweiler with Sterling Financial. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Dan Oweiler of Sterling Financial. Hi, Dan. Welcome. How are you today?
Hi, Lisa. How are you? Good to be with you.
Good. Well, thanks for joining us.
Are you guys staying healthy and safe over there?
Oh, yeah. Our community's doing a great job.
Yeah. Well, I know that they took extra precautions over there, so that was good.
Yes, they certainly have. And we've been really trying to make sure that they wear their masks and keep their social distancing, and so far, so good.
Well, hopefully we'll have that vaccine out before too long, and those that want to take it, that will help, you know, this herd immunity that they're talking about, that'll help.
Yeah, let's hope so. So retirement planning, you have a few critical steps that we should take into consideration.
Well, I'm not sure that they're my steps. It's just something that we ought to think about as we go into retirement. And even if we're retired, we ought to be aware of that, you know. And so, you know, I sent you over some talking points, and I'm not sure which order they're in, but obviously we can talk about all four. But one of the things, obviously, is just be aware of volatility in retirement. And don't get too nervous if the market goes down based upon what your plan is, because I think a prime example was this year in March when the market was reacting to this whole COVID pandemic, and it dropped 35%. Well, it's come all the way back, and we're actually up 14% for the year. So don't blow up your plan just because of a little volatility, but as we get older, obviously, we don't want to have our money exposed to a lot of volatility. So just be aware that volatility can be okay for a portion of our assets, but we want to have a secure foundation going forward and not blow up our plan just because we had a big crash, because the market does have volatility associated with it.
JP Morgan Asset Management said that 22 of the past 39 years have been really pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the JP Morgan's, basically they kind of confirm what I just said, that don't be too aware, too concerned about the volatility during the year, because 22 of those years ended up being positive. Okay, so like I said, in March, we had that COVID big drop, but at the end of the year, we've actually come out ahead. So 22 out of those years have all been positive when we've had a downturn in the market during the year.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good.
So don't be too, just be aware emotionally that you're in a position that it's not going to impact your entire portfolio, but we can have a portion of it that's set up for growth as opposed to safety.
Gotcha. And then another one that you mentioned is avoiding risk as you get older.
Well, we kind of go into that as people. I have clients that are younger in their 40s and other people that are in their 70s, and how you invest at age 40 is different than how you invest at age 70, because at age 40, you have 20, 25 years to ride the market out and not be too concerned. And generally, we're trying to build our asset base when we're younger. We want to have it grow and be able to take opportunities in the market and build your portfolio. As we start to get into retirement and retire, we want to start protecting what we have. And so, in as much as I sit down and talk to people, I think we've mentioned this before when I've been there, most of the time, whether or not people earn 4 to 6% on their money, their lifestyle isn't going to change if they earn 8 to 10. Emotionally, it makes sense or sounds good. Oh, I made 8 to 10%. But losing that money will impact their life much more than making an additional 3 or 4%. And so as we grow older, what I have found is we want to set up this solid base of income that'll come in rain or shine, day or night, and protect that foundation. And then if we want to choose 15, 20% of our portfolio to grow to offset inflation, that's okay, because if we lose that 20%, it isn't going to impact our income because we've got that base already secured. And so the older we get, obviously, the more conservative we become, or at least we should, but that doesn't happen always. I have people sometimes that are frustrated if they're not earning 15 or 20%.
Right, right. And at what point do we adjust spending?
Well, spending habits don't need to be adjusted if we have enough income. Okay, it all depends upon what our monthly income is. If I've got a pension of $3,500 a month and Social Security of $2,500 a month, that gives me $6,000. Well, if my spending habits is only spending $5,000, I don't have to adjust my spending habits. It's all dependent upon what our monthly needs are. Because if our income is meeting our monthly needs, then we're okay. Where we come into play and then having to adjust our monthly spending habits is when our income doesn't meet our monthly need. And so we need to cut back on maybe how many times we go out to dinner, or we'll go to and we're not going to the show or dinner anymore, but it's all dependent upon our monthly income and our monthly expenses. If our monthly expenses outpace our income, then that's where we have to start adjusting our monthly spending habits.
Right, got it. And then being flexible is a key thing, huh?
Well, flexible is don't get. I have a lot of people that are married to their investments. You know, I received this stock from my dad, and you know, he had it for 30 years, and I've never sold it. Well, that particular stock might not fit for what your investment goals are. you might have a very aggressive growth stock when you need to have maybe more income or a dividend producing stock. And so you need to be flexible as you grow older, not to be married to what I call your investment tools. You need to, some people get married to CDs. Well, CDs were great 20 years ago when we were getting 8%, but we're only getting, 2% if we're lucky right now. Right. And so you can't be married to the same investment vehicle you were when you were age 40. And so you need to be flexible in that. I have a lot of people that when they go into retirement, they don't want to be in the market anymore. Well, that doesn't make sense because we need some growth to our portfolio. I have other people that don't want to talk about annuities. Well, annuities are a very safe and secure investment vehicle for people that are retired. Excuse me, that doesn't make it right for everybody, but you need to be flexible as you go through, your planning process. And once you get a plan in place, it's okay to tweak it from time to time, but don't blow it up just because we've had a COVID pandemic,
Right. Okay. Well, good sound advice for retiring, or maybe you've already retired. You need to make some adjustments. So thank you. I know we're going to be talking.
Or if you hit the lottery. If you hit the lottery.
Yeah. What happened next?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
All right.
Are you sticking around for the holidays?
I don't know yet. Everything is still up in the air.
Okay. All right.
But we're going to talk to you again, and we're going to do a wrap up for 2020, talking about taxes.
Okay. And that may change with the new administration.
Exactly. But we'll talk about it anyway. So thank you so much.
Okay. All right. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
And we'll be right back after this.
By staying home, the community of Orange County has made a difference. But doing so shouldn't mean putting your own health at risk. Hogue wants you to know that safe, quality care is available. Don't ignore or delay the medical attention you need. From routine checkups to revolutionary treatments, Hogue is here for you, just as we have been for almost 70 years. Like no other time before, your healthcare choices matter. Get the care you need from the name you trust.
COVID-19 has us all practicing social distancing, but in times like this, it's just as necessary to remember the importance of maintaining good dental health. Good dental health can help improve your body's immune system to fight deadly diseases, from respiratory infections to heart disease and diabetes. Our general dentists and specialists are committed to helping you stay healthy. Located right next to Laguna Woods with a bus stop right in front, we are open to see you for emergency cases. Call today for an appointment, 949-830-0074.
Welcome back. Today I am joined by Dr. Michael Grossman, who is the leader or the head of our Meditation and Spirituality Club. Well, how are you? Did I get that all right?
Meditation Spirituality Club, you got it.
Perfect. Well, thank you for joining us today. What a needed club it is right now in our lives. And for the last 9 months, it can't be more important than to probably practice these types of things. Before we get into that, let's tell me about the class and how long it's been going on, or the club.
Right. Well, I've been running the club since 1983. And back when we started, we were meeting either on campus somewhere in various places. We moved around over the years. And it's been just a joy to do it. We've always had various people running the club. For a while, it was Helen Curran, who was passed away about 5 to 7 years ago. And she was running the club for like 20 plus years.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's awesome. So it's been around a long time. How did you become involved?
Well, I've been an anti-aging doctor for a long time. Originally family practice, always did a lot of natural complementary medicine. And I always have been teaching meditation since 71.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's been a long time. And I have taught meditation for years and years, and I was invited to come and speak in Laguna Woods for a while. And then we decided to make a club and so forth. And so it's something I've been involved with for years. And so it's so important to have a balance in your life of various uh, activities in order to be healthy and feel youthful. And meditation is a very big part of that.
Well, and as I mentioned, the last 9 months, we have been somewhat, actually really restricted to not being able to do a lot of the activities that we love to do so much. So I'm imagining that now more than ever, as I mentioned, it's probably really important. So tell me how the class and your advice has changed or maybe stayed the same over the last year.
Well, in terms of advice, it's kind of interesting. We don't give a lot of advice in the club. We actually give a lot of experience, direct experience in meditation. So meditation, the main advice in meditation is to meditate in a way that gives you a deep, deep, profound rest where you feel peaceful and calm and you can connect with that part of yourself that's very, very big and allow you to get out of that part of yourself that's very worried, agitated, aggravated. And so the word advice is not the right word. What we do is create connection with this higher part of yourself. And now how to do that, we have some very simple practices of how to make that connection happen. Okay. And so over the 40 years of teaching meditation, I get really good at teaching people to meditate. So for years, I've had people who come and say, well, I've tried to meditate for years and years. I just can't do it. So, and pretty much everybody who comes to me after 3 or 4 times of being in the meditation feels like, wow, this is like amazing.
Okay.
And even those people have been meditating for years and years, they also find it quite amazing. Okay. So the technology of meditation has been around for centuries and centuries. But what we need today is to make the connection so easily and effortless, because people today, compared to 50 years ago, their minds are busier and busier and busier. So how to make that connection is something that I've worked on, is how to make it easy and effortless for people to make that connection.
So talk about the kind of meditation that you're referring to. Obviously, you went into a little bit of the higher self. Is it transcendental meditation or is it something different?
It's something different. I've taught Transcendental Meditation for many years, and it's a very valuable kind of meditation, and it gives very nice results. But what I teach is different. It involves both awareness of the breath, mm-hmm. to experience calmness and peacefulness, and then it involves a visualization process whereby you experience yourself expanding and going into bigger and bigger realms of spiritual life. And the effortlessness is the key. So I teach people how to do this effortlessly. In meditation, the less effort you put in, the more and deeper the results are. So I have to teach people how to be effortless in their meditation. They're so used to the more you work harder and when you exercise. The more you work, the more you get out of it. The more effort you put in, the more results you get. In meditation, it's the opposite.
Okay. All right. So what have you been doing since you really can't meet one-on-one? Have you been holding Zoom?
Yes, we've been doing Zoom classes. We do Zoom classes on Thursdays at 7:30 and on Sundays at 12:30.
Okay, 7:30 in the morning or 7:30 in the evening on Thursday?
7:30 in the evening on Thursdays and 12:30 at roughly noon time on Thursdays. Okay. And so we've been doing the Zoom classes, and people have done very well with the Zoom classes. That's one of the good things about meditation. It works fine on Zoom. It's not a problem. You don't have to be in person to experience the benefits of it.
Okay, well, that sounds awesome. Are there a lot of people in the club?
Well, in the club, there are quite a few people. I usually have about 10 or 15 people on the meditations when we do it on a weekly basis.
Okay.
So it can vary somewhat. I used to have more people in the classes, but I don't know if all the Laguna Woods people are able to get on Zoom. You know, there's a little complexity there.
Yes, there is. And we've been doing most of our interviews via Zoom. So sometimes it can be a bit challenging, especially when everybody's using the internet at the same time. So
Right.
that's where I think we run into some issues. Well, it's very interesting. So let me ask you this. What, if you could give our residents, 3 key elements of meditation, what would you say?
Well, effortless is really critical, to be neutral about whatever's going on, not to feel like your thoughts are in the way of meditation. Just let them be there, like shoppers in the supermarket. You don't get involved with your thoughts. But underlying that, you need to have some kind of direction. So you go in the supermarket, you have a direction. You want to buy some things there. You want to buy some food, some bananas and oranges and bread. And so you have a direction, but you're neutral about all the other activities. So in meditation, you allow yourself to have a direction, but you're being very neutral about things. So that's like a key part of the meditation.
Okay. Would that be like a goal?
No, it would be like if I'm giving you something to visualize or
Okay.
something to be aware of your breath. That's your direction.
Okay.
That's
I
your
guess I was
direction.
trying to see, because if I was to say to myself, all right, today, I want to relieve my anxiety, or I want to relieve my stress. That to me seems like that would be my goal. But is that not what you're saying?
No, that's not
Okay.
what I'm saying. No, you're going to be neutral about that. Otherwise, you're going to get caught up in the whole process of trying to get rid of your
I think I need meditation.
yes.
I'm sure I do. So many people, my daughter's been telling me, you need to do meditation. And I'm like, oh, okay. I never do it. How do you get started? I mean, I guess people probably go, yeah, I should do it, right?
Everyone should do it. As a medical doctor, that's what I do all day long. I help people to feel healthy in
Right.
so many ways. So I tell people, you want to take natural hormones to feel youthful again. You want to take peptides. You want to eat certain foods, take certain nutrients. There's a lot of things to do to feel healthy in the physical body.
Right.
But you have to work on your spiritual health. I mean, there's a lot of mental things to be doing where you have to, my wife's a marriage counselor, so she'll we'll get into, how to interact with your husband, wife, your children, your parents. There's a lot of mental things to do and right ways to interact. But meditation is connecting to your own higher self, which is so big, and that brings you great peace. To connect to that, I have 2 ways to do that. One, you come to my meetings, the Zoom meetings, and you experience it. And the other way is that on that same link, you'll find that you can listen to the tapes on your own. I made some tapes that people can listen to. There's no charge for them.
Okay.
To listen to the tapes, I recommend you come to the meetings a few times and you get familiar and get all your questions answered. And then the tapes just seem to be effortless. And
Okay.
and the connection, you have the link there.
Yeah. So the link you're referring to is drmichaelmeditationsecrets.com.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, we've got the link, and that is where people can participate on the Thursday and the Sunday.
Yes.
And then they can sign up for the classes as well as the actual group, the club itself, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, we've got it there. So that's wonderful. I mean, I appreciate you spending the time with us and sharing some tidbits about meditation and what it's all about. So thank you so much.
Well, it's a pleasure, and I wish everyone in Laguna Woods peace and inner joy, and I look forward to people coming to the classes.
All right. Thank you again.
You're so welcome. Thank you.
Okay. And we'll be right back after this.
We consider hearing to be an essential part of your life. During this time of quarantine and isolation, you need to be hearing the best you can to understand how to stay safe and to hear your friends and family. Advanced Ear Care is offering service to everyone that needs help with their hearing aids, no matter where it was you purchased. If it's not working properly, please call for a free troubleshooting appointment. We even have hands-free, no-contact curbside service. There's no charge for this service. Advanced Ear Care is here to keep you hearing during these critical days.
Welcome back. We have the Nutcracker that's going to be December 17th, and that is tomorrow at 6 p.m. And it is brought to you by the Pacific Ballet Theater and Anne-Marie McClellan, and that will air right here on Village Television. Now, Monday night, December 21st, we have something very interesting that hasn't been seen in more than 800 years. It is called the Great Conjunction 2020. And what that means is that Jupiter and Saturn will be so close together that they're going to create what supposedly looks like the Bethlehem star. So that'll be something very interesting. You can see it with the naked eye, but if you have binoculars, you just look out through this over to the southwest and you'll be able to see this just after sunset. So that's something very exciting. We'll have more information for you as the day draws closer. All right, seasonal music and super fun poems and spirit of the season by Old Pros and the Woods Combo. They are putting on this for us on Village Television Sunday nights right here on Channel 6 at 6 p.m. So you can join in through the rest of the month. Now, the Festival of Wales is looking for a very cool logo. So if you were an artist or if you just wanted to try it out, they are looking for a logo in the likeness of a California gray whale. And it does need to include Dana Point Festival of Wales, March 6th and 7th, 2021. As part of the logo. Now, if yours is selected, you will win $500 and 2 whale watching tickets. And I actually just spoke with them yesterday, and they are doing whale watching right now. So you can still get tickets, although whale watching really won't kick up until February, March timeframe. But they said January and February, you can still see the whales going in one direction, but then come March, you can see them going in both directions. So check that out. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our weather one last time. It's looking quite nice today. Clear skies, beautiful sunny sunshine outside with a high of about 70 today, the low's 52. Tomorrow, 67, 50, 69, 47, and Saturday, partly sunny with a 70, 46, and partly cloudy on Sunday, 73, 52. So it's looking quite lovely in our village today. Have a great Wednesday. We'll see you again tomorrow here at 9 a.m. Stay healthy, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.